Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's winter, Christmas time. Um, the tracks are closed until February, at least the local track is, so the car is down and we're going to take a couple months and make some changes to the car, and I just want to make a short video and let you know what was going on. For those of you that don't know, we call this car Bad Advice. The reason for that is I was posting on LS Mustangs one day a time slip where it had gone 6.0 at 118, and I was listing all the stuff that it was done to the car, and I thought to myself, this is everything that I'm listing is like what the internet will tell you you shouldn't do. You know, it's got stock intake and stock fuel rails and stock regulator and homemade bump box and homemade boost controller and, you know, an off-the-shelf converter, an LS9 cam, all run by a $300 micro square. You know, the list of stuff on this car that you shouldn't do is pretty long. In fact, I posted that same thing on several other sites. I can't recall which one it was, but one of them, I had several people think I was lying. They thought, oh, you couldn't have gone that fast with, you know, the $100 fuel pump and stock K-frame and, you know, all the stuff that's kind of done to the car. So anyway, we call the car Bad Advice. That's what's on the back of our t-shirts. And so over the winter, we're going to make some changes and we're going to do some more bad advice. So what we're going to do over the winter is put a blow-through carburetor on this thing. So we're taking the fuel injection off and going to build a home-built blow-through carburetor, put it on E85, and see what we can do with that. So I've done blow-throughs in the past. If you saw the intro video, you know there was a blow-through on the truck at one time. And I know some of you got to this channel from Turbo John's channel, and he ran a blow-through. That's kind of how I met all those guys, is that he had a blow-through, so did I, so did Brian, so did Shannon, so did our friend Norman. There was a whole group of us that all had blow-through turbo stuff back in 2007, 2008, something, you know, early on. And we all eventually converted to fuel injection. And recently I was on a racing site. I think it was Boosted LSX or something like that. And their discussion came up about carburetors. And it just kind of sparked this idea of like, you know, I should put a blow-through back on that car. And I got thinking about it, and I got looking at what it would cost to upgrade the current fuel system, and you know, if I wanted to put a intake and fuel rails and injectors and another pump for E85, and or just buy a carburetor and make a blow through and put it on E85. The cost was about half to do the blow through, and I always tend towards trying to go fast with less. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to build this thing and see how fast we can go with a home-built blow-through setup. So the next few videos will be building the carb and putting it on the car and plumbing and that type of stuff over the winter. So I hope to make this channel a little more informative. So it should be interesting. Blow-throughs are temperamental, and they are hard to get right, and they're hard to get tuned, and it will, I'm sure there will be some hand wringing and feet stomping, but there's a challenge to it as well. So I mean, it's the JFK. We didn't go to the moon because it was easy. We went because it was hard, because there's a challenge, because it challenges your skills. You learn something new. And I don't want this car to be a cookie cutter car. There's it's really easy right now to go fast with like an LS Mustang if you just go through and check all the boxes and buy a Holley high ram and buy a, you know, a Holley system Dominator and a, you know, a turbo cam and a you know, all the same stuff that everybody's doing, a PTC converter, and you just check all the boxes and you have a fast car. I don't ever want this car to be that. I want it to be something interesting. I want it to be something fun. I want it to be something that we learn with and are challenged by, and not the same old thing that everybody else is doing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a carburetor on this thing. So talk to y'all later. Ring the bell, subscribe. We'll get some videos coming up with some interesting stuff. Thanks.